Yo, yo, yo. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nintenjoel here once again with another pickup video, and I keep firing these out. And despite the fact that I keep firing these out, I keep getting further and further behind on pickups because somehow I keep doing trades and picking up awesome lots and flipping around for other shit that I do want. Pretty sweet. So, anyways, another pickup. But this one's got an interesting twist. First, I'm going to show you something I got in the mail just today. And I want to give a shout out to Kyle ThePhestor Levering. And he is the one that provided me with this awesome gift. It was a contest for his channel. And I suggest you go check out his channel. Really funny, really awesome. He does a variety of things. And anyways, he just sent a box of goodies. And I'm going to go through that first. And then I'll show you some actual pickups that I have picked up from around the last probably month and a half or so. So, starting off with, like I said, Kyle's box of goodies. First thing was pretty interesting and kind of cool. It's a Pokemon movie on VHS, but it's sealed, and that's pretty darn cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might display it on my wall. I'm not really the hugest Pokemon fan, but either way, I can't deny it. This is actually a pretty cool little kickdown. Like I said, I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. It even still has the price sticker on it. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've never watched a Pokemon movie in my life, but I don't plan on opening this. I want to see how long that stays sealed. Probably forever. And then there are a few disc-only games. Nothing super exciting here, but still pretty cool. NBA 2K11 for PS3. And there was Halo 2 for Xbox, which is actually kind of cool because I have a collector's edition Halo 2 for Xbox, and the disc is really scratched. And so this one's in fairly good condition. It's still scratched too, but I think it's in better condition than mine. So I'll have to check it out. I literally just opened this box. And then Madden NFL 12. Not the hugest Madden fan or anything like that, but you know, maybe a buddy of mine wants it or something. And then there was this really cool World of Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft or anything, and this one requires the Wrath of the Lich King, or Lich King, whatever, expansion, which I don't have or anything, but just because this box is so freaking awesome, I mean, I'm going to have to display this on my shelf. That is just a really cool dragon, and it's actually embossed. It's pretty cool. It opens up, and just really cool artwork and stuff, and yeah, I love stuff like this, so kind of reminds me of my little Diablo little treasure chest set. And then something else I was kind of excited to get, even though it's nothing like hugely crazy, it's Star Wars The Clone Wars on Xbox. And what's cool is it also has Tetris Worlds on it. I don't know why the hell they decided to put these two games in one package, but I have to admit it's kind of cool. So now I can play Tetris and destroy the Empire at the exact same time. So that's pretty cool. And there was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox 360, and that's in really good shape too, I might add. And really cool on PS3, Battlefield 3 Limited Edition, and yeah, it's in like brand new shape, so that's kind of cool too. Not really a first-person shooter guy as much, but honestly, I have a few friends that say that I should be playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Battlefield 3. Not to play against friends, but more of the mission type thing. I hear the missions are actually pretty good on these first-person shooters, and one of these days I'm really going to have to give them a try. I need to stop being so closed-minded about first-person shooters because there are a few, maybe a couple that I actually do like. Maybe one day I'll do a video on them, but it would be a short video. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to try these out and see what I think of them. My girlfriend's son just got an Xbox 360. Today was his birthday and he got an Xbox 360. I'm going to see if he likes that game too, the Call of Duty, because he might be all about that. Okay, then there was another game I was kind of excited about because I didn't have it, and I've been really beefing up my Sega Genesis collection lately. Asterix and The Great Rescue. And I honestly have no idea what this game is, but I don't have it, and the cart's in pretty good condition. Needed that one. So, like I said, I've been beefing up my Sega Genesis collection, and actually all Sega-related stuff, and I've been going for just the oddball systems, kind of collecting for Master System, and just a lot of weird stuff. But my Genesis collection has really been expanding, and I've been quite stoked about that. It's definitely one of my favorite consoles out there. Oddly enough, this is going to be really funny, but the thing I was most excited about, except for maybe Asterix, was this. It's Marvel Superheroes Collectors Club trading card game, and it's just a sealed little booster pack, foil booster pack. I mean, it's probably got nothing interesting that much in it. I don't even know if the game is that great, but I love Marvel like trading cards. In the early 90s, I actually collected like Marvel trading cards. They made the Masterpiece series, and they made just the regular Marvel series, and even the DC comic cards were kind of cool at the time too, and I still have a ton of them. They're pretty awesome to look at once in a while. The art is pretty darn neat. I'm not sure if I'm going to open that. I was looking at the date, and it's like 2007. So this has been around for 8 years, and nobody's opened it yet. Will I open it? I'm not sure. If I open it, maybe I'll do a little video. Okay, so the next thing I got, I don't honestly remember where I got it. Oh, well anyways, that's it for the awesome little gift. Thank you very much, Kyle. That was really sweet. Just a random contest, and I think it was a 500 subscriber contest. God, I'll correct it if I'm wrong in the little comment box, but yeah, he had a little contest going on, and I won second place. First place prize got an awesome, like, complete in box Super Nintendo, and it was freaking sweet. So really cool of them to do something like that, and yeah, I'm really stoked on the prizes. Okay, so the next one, like I said, I don't actually remember where I got this from. Random Pickup Muscle NES. It's actually a flat top version, 5-screw. Pretty cool. Never played this game a minute in my life, but there it is. Okay, so Craigslist story. Get a hold of a guy who has a Super Nintendo and about 30 games, quite a few games, and he doesn't want a whole lot for it. It's a pretty good deal, but I'm kind of low on money, and when I go and meet him at the restaurant that he works at, which smelled delicious, by the way, I went out to the parking lot and he showed me the games, and it was just like, no joke, 90% I had, and the labels were mostly in terrible condition. And so I asked him, you know, would you take, you know, a few of these games out of this collection and maybe sell them, and you'd still have quite a good collection there with Super Nintendo in really great shape? And he's like, yeah, I guess I could do that. What games do you want? And I picked these ones out. And you're not going to be too impressed with the first three because they were just filler titles. It was almost like a Game Chasers tactic, where you're like distracting them from the main title. And there was definitely a title in there that I really wanted, but I didn't want to allude to it being so rare, but at the same time the label's really screwed up. So I was like, battling with how much I was even going to pay him, and I paid him a fair amount, but I was kind of trying to distract him away from that cart by getting 3 other carts that were like just kind of crappy, and I needed them in my collection anyways. And those were Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on Super Nintendo. Never played a minute of it. Distraction cart. Seriously, that's like total Game Chasers. Shady J freaking tactic right there. And if Shady J ever watches this, kudos to you, my friend. He sometimes scores some funny things. I should have offered the guy $2. That would have been a real Shady J tactic, to just be like, $2 on a $100 game or something. It's not a $100 game, by the way. Pack Attack on Super Nintendo. I did actually play a little bit of this, and it was actually fairly fun. I would consider myself a Pac-Man fan. I know that that's really old school of me, and normally I don't associate much with games that old, even though they are from my generation. I'm not really into anything past like NES or Sega Master System. Some Atari 2600 games I like. Some, I guess. But Pac-Man is one of them. Pac-Man is freaking awesome. Miss Pac-Man even better, if you ask me. Dragon's Lair. Now, I know Dragon's Lair is a game that's always in the arcades back in the day, and everybody had this game, and everybody's played it. And oddly enough, I've never played it. I've seen it. I know what it is. Just never played it. So those were the cheapos, the distraction carts. What I did want from him, I gave him a decent price for, but I certainly didn't pay full price for it because this cart is beat to shit. But it was a really cool game that I was after. Really stoked about this one, actually. And that is Final Fight 3. And as you can see, I don't know, I'll get closer for you guys, but the label's pretty screwed up on it. It's really worn. But at the same time, it's Final Fight 3. And I never mind picking up a cartridge of that rarity that I actually want. I don't go for games because they're rare necessarily. I have to actually want the game as well. And Final Fight 3 was one of those games I was keeping my eye out for, because I had just found Final Fight 2, and I'm already a huge Final Fight 1 kind of guy. Speaking of guy, I still need Final Fight Guy. I don't have that one. That's probably the hardest one to find. One day I'll find it. I also need the one on NES, which is Mighty Final Fight, where they're like cartoonish looking characters with the big heads. I need that one too. But Final Fight 3, awesome game. I don't know what to tell you guys. In my opinion, it's probably the best beat 'em up on the system, except for, obviously, Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time takes the cake. But fun-wise, and me just wanting to go back to it, man, as soon as I popped in Final Fight 3, I was blown away. It was just so good. So good. Love those kind of beat-em-ups. Okay, so I got 2 more pickups for you guys, and the first one's just disc only, so it must be a good game if it's second to last. Oh no, actually I have 3 more pickups for you guys. That's right, I do have one more thing for you guys that I forgot about. Huh, crazy. Anyways, this being closer to the end of the video, you know it's still special if it's disc only, and I traded a buddy of mine and a viewer of mine, Chris. Howdy ho, Chris. He did a trade with me. I gave him a nice copy of Super Ghouls and Ghosts for Super Nintendo, and he had a copy of something that he didn't even really have the ability to play anyways, which was the first Lunar on Sega CD. And I have really been wanting this game. Yes, I will eventually get a complete box copy, and this one will maybe be traded, or if this disc is better, I'll keep that one, whatever. But I am on the lookout for a complete box copy. I'm also on the lookout for the second game. But, yeah, Chris offered me that, and he was like, I don't even have a Sega CD player, and he's just somebody I talk to on Facebook a lot, and we're planning on doing some more trades. But that was our first trade, and very happy with it. The disc was in immaculate shape, and the game is really good. I played it for actually a few hours, and then went back to another RPG I was working on. But, yeah, I'm going to play this one very soon to completion, actually. I plan on completing this one this year. So, Lunar, Silver Star, thank you very much, Chris, for that trade. Freaking awesome. Alright, so, kind of second to last, we got, this is a trade with somebody else I have traded with before. Small shout out to Ron. Thank you, Ron. He traded with me before I got, let's see, Legend, Paladin's Quest, and something else from him. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Maybe ActRaiser 2? Yeah, I think it was ActRaiser 2. And anyways, this time we did a trade, and for fuck's sake, I can't remember what the hell the trade was. I might put it in the bottom, but this is Musia for Super Nintendo. Not to be confused with Musha for Genesis. I wish it was that game. But Musia is actually a game I was kind of on the lookout for. Just as of recently, I had only heard of it recently. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. If you've ever played Castlevania Rondo of Blood, I think that's the one, and Castlevania on PSP, it's like the Dracula X Chronicles. When you can play that, you can play as the chick, and she has a pike, I believe, or maybe the dude has a pike. God, my memory's terrible. This shows you how much I played this game. But anyways, that Castlevania, one of the people has a pike, and you can attack with it. That is what this game is like. It is basically kind of like a slowed-down Castlevania 4, not nearly as good, mind you. But it's kind of like Castlevania 4, kind of horror elements and stuff, like ghosts and goblins and demons and vampires and such. But your main dude has a pike, and it's pretty sweet. The graphics are awesome. It's not the highest rated game. I'm not really sure why. It's really difficult, but it's really fun. A little slower paced than Castlevania 4, so not quite as good in that respect, but musically and graphically, really good. Play control's pretty decent. But yeah, Musia was pretty stoked about that. It's kind of a hard one to get. Oh, it's also called the Classic Japanese Tale of Horror, I might add. Okay, so let's move this out of the way, because I do have one more pickup for you guys, and here's your little hint at what it is. Wolfenstein 3D on the Atari Jaguar. Now, I have never had one of these cartridges before. Really freaking cool. And it came with this, an Atari Jaguar. Now this is one of those systems that I was like, I don't need that. I don't want that. It's just one of those systems that doesn't really have good games for it. And if there was a decent game for it, it was on other systems anyway, so it didn't really matter. There were like a couple exceptions. I heard the Tempest game, I believe. I think it was Tempest game. Was pretty good for it, and a couple other things. Wolfenstein 3D is actually supposedly one of the better games on this system. I made another purchase. I made another purchase with this guy, and it's going to be in my next pickup video, I believe. I just didn't have room for it in this one. And anyways, he sold this to me for 20 bucks. It does not have anything else with it. No controllers, no hookups. It was dirty as shit, and it came with this game. Now, no matter how you cut it, getting an Atari Jaguar with Wolfenstein 3D for 20 bucks is an amazing deal. Wolfenstein 3D just by itself is worth 30, so that was pretty awesome. For now, this is just displayed. It's just a display unit. There's not much I can do with it. Going online and buying the cords, buying the controller would prove quite costly. And I might piece it together one piece at a time, but I'm hoping that one day I can do some trades with somebody online. Or maybe one of my viewers happens to have Atari Jaguar stuff. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Get a hold of me if you do instantly. Or maybe, you know, I'll just break down and buy some of it. But eventually I will actually complete this, because even though it wasn't on my list of stuff to get, it kind of fell in my lap. For a $20 bill, I mean, you know, you gotta take it. It's a weird console, and it's actually worth quite a bit online, even without cords. So yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty darn crazy, and that's pretty much the pickup video for you guys this time. Nothing incredibly, like, mind-blowing, but really, Final Fight 3, Musia, and the Atari Jaguar, really good pickups, and the gift from Kyle was just amazing. This is so freaking cool, not to mention the trade with Chris, so I'm really stoked on this pickup. Yeah, these games are going to go to good use. Mwahaha. Anyways, that's all I really have for you guys. If you did like the video, please give a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Lets me know that you actually want to see more videos of mine. And if you do want to see more videos of mine, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's red and it says subscribe. And it's below the video. And really, most of all, please leave a comment. I always say at my videos, it's actually my favorite part about making these videos is just interacting with my viewers and being amazed that I actually have viewers that take the time to say, hey, I like this video, or hey, that's my favorite game, or wow, I got this in a pickup. So yeah, that'll be my comments for today. What did you get in a pickup? Have you guys picked up anything really cool lately? Or had anybody send you really cool things? If you had any really cool trades, leave me a comment. I really like those. I respond to pretty much all of them. So, and if I do miss one, sorry. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. And keep rocking retro games.